All right, good morning, boys and girls. Today we are continuing with finding equivalent fractions, and we're going to use division equations to do so. So the last few days we did multiplying to find a fraction that's equivalent, but yesterday and today we're focusing on how you can divide. So we know that they are the same value but a different number to find with equivalent fractions. So today we're doing division sentences to find equivalent, and remember, whatever we do to the numerator, we have to do to our denominator. So let's first start with B. Let's first just write our fraction. It's kind of hard to see it colored in, but we have 3, 6, 9 colored in out of 12. So now we're trying to see if there's a number that we can, Alexander, that we can put into it. Please stop, Alexander. That we can divide by. So I like to divide by a multiple of it. So something that can go into 9 and can go into 12. So let's try 3 because these are groups of 3. So if we divide by 3, whatever we do to the top, we do to the bottom. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. So how many times did we divide by 3 with our shaded area? So this part's shaded, that's 1 time. This part's shaded, that's 2 times. And this part's shaded, that's 3 times. Also, 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, Alexander, you're breaking my computer. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you. And then when we do all of these parts, we know that there's 12 divided by 3, or 1 set of 3, 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 3, 4 sets of 3. So 9/12 is equivalent to 3/4, and we could always check that by cross multiplying. So we're going to continue to do that using down here. So let's first start with our original fraction. Before we even find something equivalent, let's see. We have 4 colored in out of 6. And now we're trying to make groups out of it. So let's do groups of 2, because I know that 2 can go into 4 and 2 can go into 6. Divide by 2, 2, and 2. So how many times did we divide by 2 in the shaded area? 1, 2. And how many times did we divide by 2 in all of them? 1, 2, 3. So 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. Go ahead and try this one here and then check back with me. So what we did here is our original fraction was 8/12. I divided it by 4 because I know 4 is a multiple. It can go into 8 and 12. And it was set up in blocks like that, so it was easy for me to do. So it gave me 8/12 is also equivalent to 2/3. Now what we're going to do down here for number 3 is they gave us the entire equation. We're just going to draw it. So I'm going to do A and then I'll let you do B. So let's follow along. First we got to draw our one whole. And we're going to color in, there's 10 parts. So I break it up in half and then do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll color in 4 out of the 10. Now, they're dividing it by 2. So I'm going to break it into 2 parts. So here's one group of 2. 2 groups of 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2. So we can see that there's 2 groups that are colored in, that's our numerator, out of a total of 5 groups, okay? Why don't you go ahead and try B and then check back with me. Okay, so if you broke it up into 6/9, you had 6 parts colored in out of 9, and then you divided it by 3, so you had 3 parts, and you made groups of 3. 2 of those groups were colored in out of the 3 groups. That's how we got 2/3. Okay? So we're going to find equivalent fractions or rename each fraction given below. So first we'll do the area model, and then we'll put a sentence to it. So we're going to draw 12/16 right now. Go ahead and pause your video and show 12/16. Okay, friends, so what I have is I drew 12 out of 16, and now I'm trying to think of something that I could break it up into. So how could I divide this up? So I noticed that I can think of my multiples, so if you're someone that's good at multiplying, then this is easy for you to immediately see, wow, I know 4 goes into both 12 and 16. If not, use your area model to help you. Notice that it's already broken up into groups. So here's one group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 4. So if I divide this by 4, whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. Then I'm going to have 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4 colored in, right, out of the 4 groups. Okay, so now I have 12 20ths. So I'm going to break this up into 20 parts. Because there's 20 parts, I'm thinking I'm going to do 4 by 5 because 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to break it up into 5 equal parts and then break those into 4. Sorry, you can't see it good. Is that better? And then we'll color in 12. So 4, 8, 12. Then this would be 16, 20. So now I need to figure out what I could divide by to get an equivalent fraction. Because it's broken up into fourths, I'm going to 4 parts. I'm going to divide by 4. And here's 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 4, 5 groups of 4. So 12 20ths, how many are colored in? I'm running out of room here, so I'll slide over here. So 12 20ths, I divided it by 4. And how many are colored in? 3 of the groups are colored in out of 5. We also know 12 divided by 4 is 3, and that 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, guys, so I want you to flip to the lesson 10 homework, and I'm just going to pick a few for you to do. You don't have to do the entire worksheet. I want you to do 2A and 4A, and then, sorry, you can't see that I circled them. So 2A and 4A, and then check back with me. So pause your video, do those 2, and then we'll go over them. Okay, so I'm breaking it up into 10 parts, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I'm going to color in 8 of them. Okay, so now that I've drawn 8/10ths, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to figure out what could I do to divide them that a number would go into both 8 and 10. The way that I drew it allows me to see that I could take groups of 2 out, right? We could divide by 2. And when we divide by 2, how many are colored in? That's our numerator. 1, 2, 3, 4 colored in. Oh, that makes sense because 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then how many groups are there in all? And there are 5 groups, which again makes sense because 10 divided by 2 is 5. All right, friends, today you have an exit ticket on Schoology. Make sure you check that out. I also opened up yesterday, Monday, the bell work so you could go through and make corrections. Good luck and have a great day.